City and Cfpc West 7th. I hope you all are having a great day wherever you're at, whatever you're doing right now. I hope you are ready to take on today's workout. As you know, my name is Coach Johnny and I'm here to give you the rundown on April 17th, 2020 workout of the day. So today we have a very leg intensive day. So before you start this off, I want you to make sure that you spend a lot of good time warming up the quads, warming up the hamstrings, warming up the glutes, all right? So that could look like doing some air squats. Yeah, I know we got a lot of air squats in this workout, but hit up some air squats at a slow tempo pace, all right? Then go into some lunges, all right? Hit up some lunges, take some time really stretching out that hip flexor in that area right there. Go into some chicken walks, some good mornings, some Frankenstein kicks, some walkouts, add in a little push-up just to kind of break up those chest, bis, and tris from yesterday's pump sesh. I hope you all had a great pump sesh yesterday, getting after that. And then finally, hit up some jumping squats to just build up some explosive power. It's okay to get that heart rate up and get that blood flowing and to be breathing heavy before you start the workout. That's actually gonna prime your body and get you ready for that workout, all right? So, hit up the little sample warm-up I have right here for you if you are not doing one of the Zoom classes. Now, if you're doing one of the Zoom classes, obviously by all means, follow along with what the coach has for your warm-up right there. I'm sure they're gonna take good care of you. If you're in my class, we'll probably be doing something very similar to this sample warm-up right here, all right? The workout today is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 sets of unbroken air squats. In between each one of those sets, you're going to do 30-second wall sit. Now that 30-second wall sit is an accumulated time. So if you can only hold it for 15 seconds, you're gonna come off that wall, you're gonna shake it out. You are not gonna go into your next air squat set. You're then gonna get back on the wall and build until you hit that 30-second mark, all right? So in between every single one of those, I want you to accumulate 30 seconds of wall sitting, including at the very end. You finish that last 10 sets of, or those 10 reps of air squats at the very end, you're gonna end with 30 seconds of wall sit on that wall right there, all right? So let's talk about the air squat. Pretty simple, we all should be pretty versed in it, but it's a really great day to kind of fine tune it and focus on good quality movement. It is a lot of reps, but focus on good quality movement. Don't worry about going so fast that you throw depth, you throw form out the window. Quality over quantity at all times. So quality air squats. First thing, we're gonna take those feet right outside those hips. I'm gonna back up just to make sure that you can see my feet. Those feet are right outside my hips. We don't wanna be too narrow, but we also don't wanna be way too wide. So I like to think about shoulder width or right outside those hips. Toes are not pointed crazy out like this, but they also don't have to be straightforward. We like to think of just a little 5 degrees out right there, all right? Just nice and easy. From here, the very first thing that's gonna happen is I'm gonna send my hips back. Some people like to say, like, when you're holding a bunch of groceries in your hands, because you know you only wanna take one trip from the car into the house right there, so we bump that car door with our butt to close it. You can do that. I like to think, maybe it's because I have a 6-year-old son, 2 little ninjas come by and karate chop me right in the waist. Now I'm back here and I'm ready to sink down into that bottom air squat position. Notice you can still see my chest. I'm looking straight out at you and I stand all the way up, locking out those hips at the top. So those are 2 things. We're looking for good full depth, hips below the knees, and then we're locking out those hips at the top right there. I don't want to see shallow air squats, so I don't want to see this. We're not going deep enough. We want to get down low and up. I also don't want to see shallow at the top. I've seen this in some of you. I've called you out on it, and I want you to make sure that we're locking out those hips at the top range of motion. So we come all the way down. It's not right to there. All right, it's not even right to here. It's open, 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 all the way up top every single time. Don't sacrifice form, quality movement for speed because you think you need to get a better score. Your body doesn't care how fast you do this workout. Your body cares that you do that full range of motion. That's how you get the benefit from the air squat, all right? Now, the other thing is chest tall. We want to keep that chest tall while we're going. So I like to pick a point. I'm going to find a dot. I have some wrenches on my wall, some ranches for all you Texans on my wall. So I'm going to stare at them the entire time, and that's going to help me keep my chest up as I come down and up. I'm always looking out at that wall. I'm not looking down at the ground, because when I look down at the ground, I start punching over, my back is all rounded, and that's no good. We don't want that, cause some lower back pain. We want to stay nice and tall, upright, down, and up. Unbroken sets of air squats. That may mean when you come off that 30-second wall sit that you have to rest for a second before you're ready to take on that unbroken set, all right? If you stop moving during those air squats, that's not unbroken. That you broke that up. Even if you stop moving for like 2-3 seconds, that's breaking the setup. Go back to 0. So I really want you to try to go unbroken in these air squats. Here's a great example. I'm doing my air squats. I'm in, let's say where I'm in that round of 40, all right? I'm taking it out, I'm on 30, we'll say 29. So we go 29, 30, so I got 10 more, 31, 32. Oop, hey, I just broke it up. That's not unbroken, that's me resting for a second. So now I'm back to 0. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna get back to 0 and 1. Now I'm all the way working back towards that 40, all right? Unbroken air squats means we're not stopping moving once we start that set. Make sure you're ready to go when you're ready to go, all right? Wall sits, let's talk about those. Hopefully you can see me over on my wall right here. Sorry, I don't have a fancy cameraman and everything. It's me and a GoPro, so gotta deal with what you gotta deal with. Wall sits though. We're gonna find a nice flat wall to sit up against. We're gonna come all the way down so those hips are below our knees and my chest is against that wall. And I'm just gonna sit here for 30 seconds, accumulating this burn. My quads are gonna start burning, but I'm keeping my shoulder blades against that wall. My head can be against the wall. My head can kind of come down, but shoulder blades and back are against the wall. I'm not leaning way out, so if you can see right now, my shoulder blades aren't against the wall. My hips are, my butt's against the wall, but my back is not. This is a lot easier right here. Don't cheat yourself. Don't cheat the movement. Get that back against the wall. I'm also not way up tall like this. Right now, you can see my hips are clearly above my knees. This is a lot easier right now. Even with my back against the wall, I can hold this all day long. So don't cheat the movement. Don't cheat yourself. Make it hurt, make it burn, get those hips low, get that back against the wall. If you need to, like I said, 30 seconds accumulated. So we hold for 10 seconds. Woo, that's a lot. Ooh, my legs are burning. I'm gonna rest for a second or two. I'm gonna knock out those quads, try to get some blood flow going back into them. And then I'm gonna get back on that wall. And I'm gonna hold for another 10 to 15 seconds till I build to 30 seconds. Then I'll come off, come back over, and once I'm ready and I think I can do that whole set unbroken without stopping, I'm gonna hit it up and go for that next set of air squats. So that's it, y'all. That's the workout. Now, a couple things we can do to make it a little bit more challenging. If we're like, that's it, Johnny? That's it? What else? What else you got? We can throw on a weight vest if we have one. We can grab a backpack and put our 25, 45 pound plate in a backpack, put our dumbbell in a backpack, put a couple of textbooks in a backpack, kind of do what I like to call a rucksack. So put the rucksack on, do all your squats with the rucksack. Or you can do jumping squats. Any of those, the weight vest, the rucksack, the jumping squats, those would all be considered RX plus variations. Now if you choose that backpack or the weight vest, they gotta have weight in them, all right? You can't just throw on an empty backpack and be like, oh, I did it with a rucksack. Nah, but you know that. The other thing, if you have a wall ball, one thing I like to do, I'm gonna grab a wall ball from over here. kind of helps me actually. When I'm doing those air squats, I like to grab a wall ball and actually hold myself. So to a standard of, hey, I'm gonna make sure I touch that wall ball every time I squat. So when I'm squatting and when I do this workout, I'll get out my wall ball and I'll do all my air squats down to that wall ball. A, I know I'm getting full depth every single time. But B, it also stops me from bottoming out. Depth is great and we want depth in those air squats, but there's a difference between this depth, which is a great full depth, and this depth where I'm bottoming out. We don't want to bottom out. We want to hit that good depth right below parallel and then shoot on up. So if you have a wall ball, you can use that and give yourself kind of a target so there's no even question. You know every single time, hey, I got to that depth. I know I did a great air squat every single time. So if you have that wall ball, I would highly recommend bring it out for this workout, set it down on the ground, and do your squats to that wall ball right there. That's it, guys. That's all there is for Friday. Please log into one of the Zoom classes, check it out. Saturday, 10 a.m., come check us out, join the 10 a.m. Zoom class. That one's usually got a lot of people in it, so come say hi to some of your friends that you haven't seen in a while, hang out, socialize. Even if you don't want to work out at 10 a.m. on Saturday, I got it. We got nowhere else to go. Who wants to work out at 10 a.m. on Saturday? Come, socialize, cheer people on, root them on, and then hang out, all right? Y'all are awesome. Keep being awesome. If you have any questions, please reach out and let us know. And as always, tag us in your workout videos at Cfpc West 7th and at CrossFit Panther City on Instagram. I want to see them up there. Take some videos of yourself, even if it's just you sweaty and dead after a workout or your sweat angels on the ground. Take it, tag the gyms in it so we can reshare it to our stories. Y'all have a great day. Be good.